Vehicle number 53 is on track. That's going to be as well. She's driving a 2019 Chevrolet Corvette, but don't let it fool you, folks. She is one fast lady. Her and her husband just got back from Bonneville, where they both earned their own red hats. She did 133 at the quarter and 168.7 at the half. Both her and her husband's vehicles are going to be tuned by M2K Motorsports, and it looks like Tracy just went through the mile at a 198.4. M2K Motorsports is our silver sponsor of the Texas Mile. They're going to be a shop out of Katy, Texas that have been coming to us for many, many years. They're going to be the ones who are responsible and the owners of that 300-mile-an-hour Ford GT. So congratulations, Tracy, on your 198.4-mile-an-hour run. All right, vehicle number 372 is on track right now. That's going to be piloted by David Williams. That's going to be a 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, 123 even at the quarter. All right, we have vehicle 956 on track. That's going to be Kathy Batter and a 2017 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Looks like that's a 123.1 in the quarter and a 148.7 at the half. And a 148.2 at the mile. Congratulations, Kathy. All right, currently off the starting line is going to be vehicle 2016. That is a 2016 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Going to be piloted by Donnie Scarborough. Donnie's actually chasing a 205-mile-an-hour speed record this weekend. Looks like he did 140 at .3 at the quarter and 171.2 at the half. Let's see if he gets that 200-mile-an-hour. 196.6. So close. We wish Donnie the best of luck, and that's still an impressive speed. Hopefully he gets right back in line, and we can see a better speed out of the next pass. Vehicle number 18 is on the line. That's going to be a black 2017 Cadillac CTS-V sedan. That's going to be piloted by Aaron Goulier. All right, it looks like that caddy did 128.5 at the quarter and 161.6 at the half, and just exited the mile at a 183.3. On deck is going to be one of my favorite contestants, number 33, Ryan Sparkplug Morrow, and his black 1997 Harley Davidson 1340 Softail. You just don't meet that many people nicknamed Sparkplug anymore. All right, that looks like that Harley did 105.1 at the quarter and 111.6 at the half. All right, and that Harley Davidson at 121.4. Now, I know that's not some of the speeds you've seen on some of the other motorcycles. Remember, folks, those Harley Davidsons aren't really aerodynamic. They're not built for top speed like that. So that is an impressive number off that Harley Davidson. Congratulations, Sparkplug. Just reminding everybody that you can tune in to our FM station here locally live. That's going to be 97.9. Or you can follow along on the website txmilespeed.com for all the live speed postings. That's txmilespeed.com. All right, on track is vehicle number 441. That's going to be a 04 Corvette Z06. Did 138.9 at the half and 163.4 in the mile. That one was piloted by Kane Patman. All right, on track is vehicle number 8. Looks like it just went through the a quarter mile at a 119.3 and the half at a 140.6. Just exited the 1 mile speed at a 148.3. So vehicle number 8, piloted by Scott Underwood, a 2015 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. While we're waiting for a clear track, just explain a couple things. We cannot run the next vehicle down the mile until it's safe for that vehicle to do so. So we have to let the previous vehicle completely clear the track, and we have to get the okay from all the other crash rescue stations to make sure that they give a green light for the next vehicle to run down the track. Some vehicles exit the track much faster than others, which is why there's a difference in time between runs. So, looks like on track we have vehicle 1911. That's going to be a 2015 Camaro SS. Already went through the quarter at a 131 and a half at a 168.9. And he just burned through the mile at a 196.6. Impressive speed out of that Camaro SS. On deck is vehicle number 68. That's going to be Robert Burke in that 2017 Cadillac CTSV. I think that Caddy's already done 192 miles an hour, so even though it looks impressive, let's just see what kind of speed she puts up here, folks. All right, that Caddy went 133.8 at the quarter and 163.9 at the half. She just turned through the mile at a 191.7. On deck is vehicle number 884. That's going to be a gray 2014 Mustang GT500, piloted by Juan Perez. This is going to be Mr. Perez's first pass of the weekend, but hopefully not his last. Let's see what Mr. Perez puts down on this amazing pass down the mile. Looks like that Mustang did 125.3 at the quarter and 147.2 at the half. And that Mustang did a 149.3 at the mile. I'm pretty sure that was a licensing pass for Mr. Perez, since he's not made any passes previously. What that means is we don't just turn drivers loose on the mile. They have to hit certain speed stages to show that they are safe control of their vehicle. So that means basically they have to work their way up before they can reach top speed of their particular racecraft. On deck is vehicle number 630, going to be piloted by Milton West. That's a red 2023 Corvette Z06. Looks like previous top speed for that racecraft is a 174.1. $125 at the quarter, 150.3 at the half. And a 173.3 at the mile.
Mark, you just want mine? No, I like hearing a bit. Hit the restroom after the car and I'll come up. All you have to do is run them, hit the restroom. Great. Car number 77, car number 77.
All right, folks, on track to vehicle number 77, piloted by Keith Groves. That's a black 2018 Porsche 911 Turbo. And folks, this Porsche is quick. He's already done 205.4 this weekend. He just burned through the quarter mile at a 148.8 and the half mile at a 184. Let's see if he beats that 205 number, folks. Ooh, 12.6. Look at that bump up. Congratulations, Mr. Grove, in your 2018 Porsche 911 Turbo. 212.6. All right, vehicle number 6724 is on track, piloted by Anthony Palmer. That's going to be a 2019 Corvette ZR1. This is going to be the first pass for this individual, so let's see what kind of numbers he puts up. Quarter mile speed of a 124.1, half mile speed of a 143.3. And a 1 mile speed of 134.6. Probably a licensing pass for Mr. Palmer, being as his first pass of the weekend. All right, looks like vehicle 361 is on the track. Looks like he did 137 at the quarter, 169 at the half, and 179.4 at the mile. That was a 2020 Shelby GT500. It looks like we got Jackie Morgan on track in a 1968 Chevrolet C10, 118 at the quarter, 138 at the half. And 94.4 at the mile. All right, back on track is vehicle number 117. That's going to be Dave Muir and a silver 2018 Camaro ZL1. Looks like we already got a 128.8 at the quarter mile. A 162.6 at the half. Folks, his previous speed record is a 166.1 earlier today, so. And he looks like he just went through the mile at a 124.6. Right. All right, on deck is vehicle number 169. That's going to be Les Greenfeld Jr. and his red 2017 Corvette Stingray. Looks like previous best speed at this event is a 157.6. All right, looks like we got a 111 at the quarter and a 137.6 at the half. Uh, 152.8. currently on track is Tim G in his Ford Shelby GT 500, 120 at the quarter, 144.2 at the half, and just went through the mile at a 171.6.
There to pick them up, and they're like, they got fucking, I call it hamburger hands. Gnarly. I've had it. 77.5. 77.5. Adios, Tim Jones. Move over a little bit.
All right, back on deck is going to be motorcycle number 7715. That's going to be Tim Jones in that 2015 blue Suzuki Hayabusa. He's already done 198.5. Let's see if the race gods are smiling on, we can get that over to 200. 152.7 at the quarter, 180.1 at the half. That's moving. $196 even at the mile. All right, folks, sorry about that. Looks like that BMW that just went through the mile did a 178.5. On deck is vehicle number 690. That's going to be Dan Ormsby in his 2022 BMW S1000RR. Looks like Dan's previous best speed for this event is going to be 175.1. Looks like Dan did 149.9 in the quarter, 171.1 at the half. Currently he's getting ready to go through the 1 mile speed trap at a speed of 177.5. Folks, on the starting line is going to be bike 1080. That's going to be piloted by Keely McElroy. That's going to be a 2008 Suzuki Hayabusa GSX-R 1300. That's going to be the first year of the second generation of that Hayabusa. Looks like Keely's already did 129.3 at the quarter as she approaches the half-mile speed trap at a 164.1. went through the mile at a 186.9, which ironically enough, I believe 187 miles an hour was the top speed of the first year production of that motorcycle. So, impressive speed, Ms. McElwain. All right, Wayne Sims is currently running down the mile in vehicle number 1701. It's going to be a 14 Camaro SS, 127.1 at the quarter, 152.1 at the half. Currently getting ready to go through the mile speed trap at a speed of 178.1. On track is going to be vehicle 317. That's going to be Thomas Terry and his 2016 BMW M3 sedan. This is going to be the first pass for him this weekend. All right, that's 120.2 at the quarter and a 147.6 at the half. And a 170.1 at the mile. Car 1005 is back on track. That's going to be Cameron Chalmers in a purple 2009 Nissan GTR. He had a little mechanical issue last time and didn't do that great, but he's already doing 138.5 at the quarter and 138.2 at the half. And went to the mile at a 82.6. Car 555 is on deck. That's going to be Michael Jester and his 2000 Chevrolet Corvette. Looks like Mr. Jester's on track. At the quarter, did a 128.6. At the half, did a 159 even. And did a 173.7 at the mile. On deck is car number 628. And it's going to be piloted by Richard Russell. That's a 1996 Corvette C4. This is going to be the first pass for this particular driver. But this car has actually made a couple passes down the mile this weekend. All right, that 1996 C4 just did 98.3 at the quarter and a 110.3 at the half. And a 139 even at the mile. piloted by Gavin Dixon. That's going to be an orange 2024 GT500. This is going to be the first pass down the mile for this particular race machine. Looks like it's already went through the quarter at a 139.1 and the half mile at a 163.9. Alrighty, looks like that Ford GT went through the mile at a 114.1. On deck is vehicle number 210. That's going to be Angelique Morris and her white 2020 Ford Mustang GT500. Then while this is the first pass for this event for Miss Morris, she has been a long-time racer with us out here. Miss Morris did 139.7 at the quarter and 177 even at the half. And a 209.6 in the mile. Good speed under that 2020 Ford Mustang GT500. 209.6. On deck is vehicle number 88. That's going to be Bethany Burke and her white 2015 Z28. Looks like a previous best speed for this racecraft is a 173.3. Alright, that Z28 just did a 121.1 at the quarter and a 146.3 at the half. And a 171.7 at the mile.
Stop there first. It's not very short.
All right, looks like William Gilman in his 23 Corvette Stingray just did a 118.3 at the quarter and a 142.5 at the half. And went through the mile at a 164.8. On deck is vehicle number 321, piloted by Gerald Wood. That's going to be a 2006 Corvette Z06. Looks like the previous best speed for that race machine is going to be a 160.1. right, Corvette Z06 just went through the trap at a 162.3. On deck is going to be number 60. That's going to be that 1967 Ford Mustang. We'll have Lee Nokonoff, 145.7 and a quarter. The 124.7 at the half. Alright, so either we're just doing quarter-mile passes or he's doing mechanical things with that. You gotta remember, folks, that's almost a 60-year-old machine right there. And I'm sure the motor's not that old, but that's a 145 and a quarter is an impressive speed from that machine right there. Alright, folks, on deck is going to be motorcycle number 222. That's going to be Patrick Durham and his 2006 Suzuki Hayabusa. He's going to be one of our big speed motorcycles for the event, already with a 234 mile an hour run this weekend. And a 159.1 at the quarter mile. 205.2 at the half. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is going to be quick. And a 237.8. Congratulations, Mr. Durham. 237.8. All right, getting ready to take up the line is vehicle 1151. That's going to be Garth Lindbergh in an orange 2010 Camaro SF. Looks like Mr. Lindbergh's previous best speed for this event is a 199.9. All right, looks like that Camaro just did 129.5 at the quarter. 159 flat at the half, and a 188.7 at the mile. Now on deck is going to be vehicle number 82. Don't be confused, folks. It's not an old school Lamborghini. This is going to be a 1982 Pantera. All right, this is going to be piloted by Van Court. Previous best for this event, this racecraft for this event is going to be a 138.5. It looks like that Pantera just did 99.1 at the quarter and 98.7 at the half. And a 130.1 at the mile. On deck is vehicle number 90. That's going to be piloted by Tom Gimbel. That's going to be a 2019 Corvette Z06 from Riverwood Racing. Riverwood Racing is one of the sponsors of the Texas Mile. They're a great group of guys who live on the same street and share a passion for speed. Riverwood Racing, thank you so much for sponsoring the official Texas Mile. That Corvette just did 127 at the quarter and a 162.3 at the half. That's quite a big pickup in just a quarter mile. And a 199.9 at the mile. Alrighty, looks like Alexandra Wolf is back on track again in her 2021 Mini Cooper. She's trying to hit 150 this weekend, and her last pass was 150 on the nose. She just did 108 and a quarter and 129.5 in the half. And a 149.1 at the mile. Alright folks, on deck is going to be vehicle 133, looks to be piloted by Belinda Moore. That's going to be a 2017 Ford Mustang. And that's a 117.4 at the quarter and a 143.6 at the half. And a 162.7 at the mile. On deck is vehicle number 30. That's going to be David Palmer in a blue 2009 Corvette ZR1. Folks, looks like Mr. Palmer in his ZR1 just did 128.3 at the quarter and a 163.3 at the half. And a 188.8 at the mile. On deck is going to be one of my favorite cars for this particular weekend. That's going to be vehicle number 151 and Ken Kelly in his blue 1968 Ford GT40. That's just a good-looking car, folks. All right, looks like that GT just did 117.2 at the quarter and a 146.9 at the half. And he just went through the mile at a 169.9. track is vehicle number 149. That's going to be a 2008 Lotus piloted by Eric Marin. It's already did 101.9 at the quarter and a 123.1 at the half. And a 144 even at the mile. On next, going to be motorcycle number 737, piloted by Clifton Knight. Now, this is a typical looking 2014 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R, but don't let that fool you, folks. This bike's already done 225.9 miles an hour today. So this is what you would call a sleeper. That is one fast machine. And he's on the track. Looks like he just went to the quarter mile at a 152.2 and a 189.3 at the half. And a 224.9 at the mile. Man, that is one fast Kawasaki Ninja. All right, that motorcycle on track, folks. It just did 151 at the quarter at a 187.4 and went through the mile at a 196.9. All right, currently taking off the line is motorcycle 1776. That's Derek Berger on his black 2006 Suzuki Hayabusa. I think Mr. Berger's best speed so far today is going to be 181.7. He did a 123.8 at the quarter and a 161.4 at the half. And a 166.5 at the mile. Taking off the line is bike number 690. That's going to be Dan Ormsby on a 2022 BMW S1000RR. Looks like previous top speed for that particular racecraft is going to be a 177.5. Just turned through the quarter mile at a 146.5 and a half at a 170.8. 179.3. right, currently on track is vehicle number 6042. That's going to be Damian Barrett in a 2010 Chevrolet Corvette. Already went through the quarter mile at a 125 even. Currently exiting the half-mile speed trap at a speed of 152.4. And now exiting the 1 mile speed trap at a speed of 175.5. On deck is vehicle number 412. That's going to be John McCain in his black 2014 CTS wagon. Alright, that CTS wagon just did 132.5 at the quarter mile and 163.8 at the half mile. And a mile speed of a 194.6. On deck is vehicle number 68. That's going to be Robert Burke in his white 2017 Cadillac CTS-V. Looks like the best speed today for Mr. Burke is going to be a 192 even.
It's in the car. Hey, halfway down the track it says Bluetooth lost. What the fuck? I just bought that phone like $200. I want a beer. This is my last run, man. I'm gonna drink a beer. I'm gonna tell you that picture later. I wasn't after mine and I wouldn't be who I was. Yeah, the water coming out of the exhaust. Saw him when he did his burnout. Did you sell him? Yeah. I did sell him. Like he doesn't need to run. He can shut it down. Probably got a blown gas. It puffs pretty good with this fucking heat. With this heat, the water, as long as it's water, it ain't gonna be no problem. 190, I don't want to lose control. No shit. You can back up, do whatever you want to do. It's not a... Yeah, do whatever you want to do. Then I run over and stack, see if it's still open. Hey, what? No. You back there ready?
Currently on track is going to be 816. That's going to be Jeremy Grimes with a black 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. All right, it looks like this vehicle is actually going to be one of the sponsors of the Texas Mile. This is going to be some guy named Jerry. So thank you so much for sponsoring the Texas Mile, some guy named Jerry. It looks like you went through the quarter at a 139.8 and the half at a 167.7. Something happened and you just rolled through the mile at a 101.2. On deck is vehicle number 101, Kevin Smith, in his blue 2017 Chevrolet Grand Sport. Looks like that Corvette's top speed so far this weekend is a 192.1. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Had to take care of some housekeeping items. Alright, looks like that Aprilia just went through the mile at a 177.9. Currently on deck, going down the mile is a 2010 Camaro SS. And he's burning through the speed trap on his first pass of the weekend of a 146.5. But he did go through the half mile at a 159.2. Now, I don't know about you, but a Camaro SS with a parachute over the back is going to go a little faster than that. So we look forward to his next pass down the mile. Currently on deck is going to be vehicle number 600. That's going to be one of our sponsors of the weekend. That's going to be Steve Tranup and his 1971 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. The sponsor is going to be CWT Construction. They're going to be a brand new Texas Mile sponsor this weekend. So thank you so much, CWT Construction, for being a sponsor of the Texas Mile.
Everybody clear? You hear me? You hear me there? Hey Brian, can you hear me?
Yeah, but it's still kind of funky.
Give me that radio now. Crash! How's this radio sound?
That sounds better.
This part of the radio. Hey, how's this radio now?
That's great.
Voice like that, you don't need a radio. No, I'm gonna leave on. Say it sounds better? 100%?
It just went south.
How's the radio right now? Can you hear anything?
Yeah, but it's still kind of,
nothing.
it's still garbage. Do you want to listen to it?
I said it never rained. Maybe I should not drink it unless so much. That's not better, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. So does this sound okay? Car 87, car 87, car 1950, car 953. I think y'all need to get your act together on this trailer. Let me try this Richard David one. Oh, you already did that? Yeah. Like I said, only 1 year works on that.
Hey, was that a 180? I hit a dub at about 89
Yeah.
today.
Wow.
Right in the low between the rear gear. And left it just I bet. I was just that one. I didn't want to
Drag! I hate to do this. They're really hard. They're really hard. Bad. After 3 days of this fucking
looks like Ted Higginbottom from M2K Motorsports just went down the mile and went to the speed trap at a 218.7. On deck is going to be another M2K Motorsports, a silver sponsor of the Texas Mile, a vehicle. That's going to be vehicle 1975, Drew Galliot, and a blue 2014 Cadillac CTSV. All right, looks like that Cadillac just did 122.2 through the quarter and 145.8 at the half. All right, he just went through the mile speed trap at a 170.7. All right, currently on deck is going to be John Batter in a black 2018 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Oh, it's a 147.7 at the quarter. 190.9 at the half. Not sure if he's only doing half-mile pulls or he's going to stay in it. Nope, he's in it all the way, folks. 228.7. All right, vehicle number 111 is back on track. That's going to be Pierce Marshall and a 2011 Corvette Z06. Folks, this Corvette may not look as impressive as some of them out there, but it's already done 232 miles an hour today. It just did 160.3 in the quarter, and it's doing 202 at the half. Hold on, folks. Let's see what this does going through the mile. 242.2. 242.2 for Pierce Marshall in his 2011 Corvette Z06. All right, vehicle number 888 is back on track. That's going to be a 2008 Chevrolet Camaro Z06. That's going to be a longtime competitor with us. That's going to be Jim Masur. All right, it looks like that yellow Corvette just did 130.9 at the quarter and 158.2 at the half. And just went through the mile at a speed of 188.6. All right, on deck, waiting for a clear track is vehicle 103. That's going to be Corey Howard in a green 22 Ford GT500. I think this GT's already done a 168 already today. Looks like he just went through the quarter at a 134 even and a half at a 161.6. And he went through the mile at a 185.4. All right, on track is vehicle number 2211. That's going to be Brian Ravens, the 2017 Corvette Grand Sport, with a 113 at the quarter and a 136.9 at the half. Currently going through the 1 mile speed trap with an exit speed of 155.3. All right, that 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk is back on the line, vehicle number 3. Looks like a previous best speeder for that one is going to be a 167. Let's see if we can get any better speed out of that vehicle. Looks like that Trackhawk just went 120.9 at the quarter and a 145.6 at the half.
Turn it up a little bit.
165.9. All right, vehicle 308 is on track. That's going to be Joel Wilson in a black 2015 Dodge Challenger RT. It looks like Mr. Wilson has already clicked to the quarter mile at a 103.9 and the half mile at a 124.2. And a 1 mile speed, exit speed of a 148.3. And vehicle number 21 is making its way down the mile. That's going to be a 2020 Dodge Challenger Hellcat with a quarter mile speed of 145, a half mile speed of 179.4. This one's going to be piloted by Kevin Leonard, and he's just going through the mile speed at a 203.4. All right, back on the line, it's old spark plug, Ryan Morrow, with his 1997 Harley-Davidson 1340 Softail. This is motorcycle number 33 and a previous best speed of 121.4. All right, looks like old spark plug went through the quarter mile at 80.8 and a half mile at a 111 even. And that Harley went 117.8 through the mile. All right, on deck is vehicle number 20. That's going to be Amber Underwood and a blue 2023 Audi R8. This vehicle's already done 146.2, and it's one of the sponsors of his Texas Mile, Cummings Welding and Equipment, official diamond sponsor of the Texas Mile. Cummings Welding and Equipment, they offer welding, fabrication, repair, steel cells, and pumping services. Thanks so much, Cummings Welding and Equipment, for being an official diamond sponsor of the Texas Mile. All right, folks, that Audi R8 already went through the quarter at a 119.3 and the half at a 146.3. And the mile speed at a 167.0. All right, on deck is vehicle number 18. That's a 2017 Cadillac CTS-V sedan. This is going to be piloted by Aaron Goodyear. It looks like this Cadillac's already done 197 miles an hour today. Let's see if he's got any more left in it. Alrighty, it looks like he went through 119.9 through the quarter and a 161.3 at the half. And a 192.8 at the mile. All right, folks, I just want to remind everybody that you should all know where the registration tent is by now, but inside the registration tent is the tables to get your official gear for the Texas Mile. We have some new merchandise this weekend, but it is limited supply and sizes, so make sure you don't miss your chance to get the sizes and the styles that you like before we sell out, because we will sell out. This weekend, the weather looks to be great. We're going to have a lot of spectators out here, and they like to buy a memento of the Texas Mile. So swing by registration and pick up your official Texas Mile merchandise. They also sell ice and race fuel up there, so make sure you guys are staying hydrated and keeping yourself cool. If you need some ice, I believe the ladies over registration can help you out with that. We also still have a little bit of BP race fuel available. If you're just not quite hitting that speed you're looking for, make sure you swing by there and grab one of the last few containers we have of the BP race fuel available. All right, on track is vehicle 2222. That's going to be Chad Gilbert in a 21 Ford Mustang GT 500. Did 98.6 in the quarter and 156 flat at the half. And a 195.9 at the mile. I don't know about you, but that's picking up quite a bit of speed from the quarter mile to the mile. Let's see, but I bet you Mr. Gilbert's got some more left in that vehicle. Currently making his way down the track is vehicle number 6724. That's a very patriotic 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Looks like that's going to be piloted by Anthony Palmer. Best speed for the so far is going to be 134.6. But he's already gone a 119.6 at the quarter and a 146.5 at the half. All right, and that patriotic Corvette's back going through the mile with a speed of a 171.9. Car 361 is taking off the line. That's Mark Murphy in his orange 2020 Ford Shelby GT 500. That Shelby's already done a 179.4 today. right, looks like that Mustang just went through the mile at a 194.9. On deck is going to be Juan Perez, vehicle number 884, and a 2014 Mustang GT500. I believe it was a licensing pass previously for this Mustang, but he did a 149.3. But I don't know, folks, that Mustang looks faster than that to me. And it looks like I was right. It looks like Mr. Perez just went through the mile at a 185 even. All right, taking off the line is vehicle 1027. That's Tony Lewis in a black 2015 Corvette Z06. Looks like Mr. Lewis just did 103 even at the quarter, but then only 83.8 at the half. Very possibly having a mechanical issue.
What? Mile per hour?
All right, folks. Well, when that vehicle went through the mile, looked like it had a little bit of a mechanical issue. We're going to do a quick track check to make sure everything is clear and safe for the next to the drivers that go down. So just hang tight with us for a couple moments while we make sure it's completely safe. We'll be back up and running again before you know it.
there. You can't be in there. I'll take a nap. I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, folks, that delay was a lot longer than we expected it to be, but we apologize to you. We're hoping to get back up and running here momentarily. Apparently, when a vehicle loses power, it's really hard to get it off the racing surface. So they were able to figure all that out and get everything safe. They're just doing a last check to make sure there's nothing on the track for safety, and we'll be back up and running momentarily. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Once again, if you're getting too far away from the PA system, but you still want to hear the chimes of the impressive machineries that are running up and down the mile, just turn your FM dial to 97.9. It's a shortwave radio station, but you might be able to hear it almost all the way to town. But just turn your FM dial to 97.9 for all the radio announcements. This lovely announcer, you can hear all the speeds of the cars. If you're online and you'd like to follow along, it's txmilespeed.com. So if you decide you can't come back tomorrow or Sunday and you want to follow along with the racing events, just open up an internet browser and type in txmilespeed.com and be able to see all the speeds posted for the weekend. Once again, we'd like to give a shout out to Bryson Kelly. He's going to be the grandson of Eddie Presnell, that car 123, who is currently the top speed record holder for the day. Unfortunately, he is unable to attend with his grandfather this weekend because he had an accident while waiting to attend school recently. We are all here at the Texas Mile wishing you a quick recovery. We're pulling here for you. So good luck, Bryson. We wish you the best. While we're waiting on clear track, let's give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, Motorcycle Missions. Motorcycle Missions is a non-profit corporation helping veterans and first responders with PTSD find hope and healing through motorcycle therapy. Their hope is to encourage their participants to install a lifelong passion for riding and building motorcycles that will help them enjoy a happy, healthy, and balanced lifestyle after trauma. Motorcycle Missions, sponsor of the Texas Mile. Also probably need to give a shout out to our title sponsor, LTB Fabworks and Flying Fox Racing. They're going to be our title sponsor for this event. So thanks a bunch, LTB Fabworks and Flying Fox Racing. We also want to thank the City of Bonneville for their continued support of us here coming out to the Texas Mile. Without their support, we weren't able to do this. So thanks a bunch, City of Bonneville. Besides the city, we definitely need to give a specific shout out to the B County Sheriff's Office, the City of Bonneville Police Department, the Texas Public Safety, and helping us with the water barricades throughout the event. Without your guys' support, we wouldn't be able to do this. So thanks a bunch, everyone. Another sponsor is going to be Victoria Chrysler Dodge Jeep. They are the official emergency response vehicle sponsor of us here at the Mile. Please give their website a look at www.victoriadodge.com. They might have a deal for you in your next Dodge Chrysler Jeep product. Victoria Chrysler Dodge Jeep, official emergency response vehicle of the Texas Mile. Alrighty, folks, it looks like we got a clear track. The vehicles are just warming up to make sure they can go on. We may get one off the line and have another one taking place. So give us just a second. While we're waiting on that, let's give a shout out to the Trailer Place. If you're looking for a new trailer, the Trailer Place has every type of trailer you can think of. Located right off US 59 South in Warren, Texas. Visit their website at www.thetrailerplace.com. The Trailer Place, official sponsor of the Texas Mile. All right, back on track is going to be car number 372. That's going to be David Williams and his Charger SRT Hellcat. He went to the quarter at a 122 and a half at a 149.9. And just went through the mile at a speed of 170.6. On deck is going to be vehicle number 169. That's going to be Les Greenfeld Jr. in a 2017 Corvette Stingray. It looks like Les has already done a 157.6. Let's see if that Corvette can go any faster this time around. All right, it looks like Mr. Greenfield has just went through the mile at a 157.2. On deck is going to be vehicle number 1005. That's going to be that 2009 Nissan GTR, piloted by Cameron Chavers. We've just been informed that he's only going to do a half-mile pass this time around. Let's see what this Nissan GTR can do. All right, looks like that GTR just did a 138.1 at the quarter and a 158.2 at the half. All right, that GTR rolled through the mile at a 104. But remember, he was just doing a half-mile pass, and that was a 158.2 at the half. All right, folks, this is not something we see all the time out here at the mile. This is going to be vehicle 812, Mark Dowling in a black 1976 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. All right, looks like that Firebird went 86.8 at the quarter and a 103.4 at the half. And it went through the mile at a 115.7. All right, vehicle 809 is on track. That's going to be a black 1990 Nissan 300ZX Turbo. This one's going to be piloted by Marvin Kraft. Mr. Kraft's already done a 168.7 this weekend. Looks like he just went 112 through the quarter and a 138 even through the half. All right, that Nissan 300ZX just went 170.4. On deck is vehicle number 88. That's going to be Bethany Burke in a white 2015 Z28. It looks like Moose Burke has already done a 173.3. All right, it looks like that Z28 just did a 121.3 at the quarter and a 143.4 at the half. And just went through the mile at a 171 even. All right, vehicle number 2943 is on track. That's going to be William Gilman and his white 2023 Corvette Stingray. Looks like he's already done a 166 at this event today. He just went to the quarter at a 116 and a half at a 141.4. And Mr. Gilman exited the mile at a 164.8. Bike 7715 is on track. That is Tim Jones in his blue 2015 Hayabusa. Mr. Jones has already done a 198.5 and just put down a 152.4 quarter mile speed. Looks like he's slowing down. He did 133 at the half. All right, on deck is 2720 Aaron Brown in his red 2012 Hayabusa. Looks like Mr. Brown has already done a 189.7 today. Mr. Brown is off to a blistering 145.6 at the quarter and a 170.5 at the half. And a 183.1 at the mile. All right, back on the line is going to be that 1996 Corvette C4 again. This one on time is going to be piloted by Richard Russell. Looks like a previous best speed for this pilot with this machine is going to be a 139 even. All right, looks like that C4 just went 140.6 to the mile. On deck is going to be vehicle number 956. That's going to be Cassie Batter and her red 2017 Corvette Z06. All right, it looks like that Corvette just did 123.7 at the quarter and a 148.7 at the half. And a 169.7 in the mile. Vehicle number 8 is on track. That's going to be Scott Underwood in his 2015 Corvette Z06. All right, it looks like that Z06 just did a 119.1 at the quarter and a 140.1 at the half. Alright, and Mr. Underwood just did a 154.8. On deck is going to be vehicle number 55. That's going to be a 1982 Pontiac Firebird piloted by Chuck Schmidt. That vehicle has done a 169.9 already this weekend. All right, that Firebird did 101 at the quarter, but only 81 at the half. Looks like we have a mechanical. All right, folks. Looks like Mike Hazer in that blue 2024 Chevrolet Corvette just went through the mile at a 157.7. All right, on the line waiting to take off is vehicle number 117. That's going to be Dave Meir. A silver 2018 Camaro ZL1. Looks like this best speed for this Camaro is going to be a 166.1. And that ZL1 went to the quarter at a 131.8 and a half at a 163.2. He just went through the mile at a 176.8. On deck is vehicle number 43. That's going to be Fred Howard and a 2012 Camaro SS. All right, it looks like that SS Camaro did 107 at the quarter, 141 at the half, and then a 103 at the mile. Bike number 737A, piloted by Aaron Knight, is on track. This is going to be that 2014 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14R. Looks like he's already put up a 150 at the quarter mile and a 189.6 at the half. Personal record so far today is going to be a 224.9. And he just went through the trap at a 224.6. So that's one thing that bike is consistent. Good run, Mr. Knight. Looks like Mr. Cliff Knight is actually making his way down the track. That bike just did a 147 at the quarter and a 181.5 at the half. He is currently exiting the mile speed at a 205.8. All right, vehicle number 111 is on deck. This is Pierce Marshall. This is the second fastest car of the race, of the event today. He's currently put up a speed of 242.2 in this 2011 Corvette Z06. Let's see if he can bump that number up. I believe the top speed of the day is going to be a 246, so it's only just 4 more miles an hour. Good luck, Mr. Marshall.
He said call. He tried to get a hold of me, but he can't call him.
All right, Mr. Marshall's making his way down the track, and it's a 159.2 in the quarter. Man, that's an impressive number. And a 175.2 at the half mile. All right, looks like something's not to his liking, and he abandoned the run. So, good luck, Mr. Marshall. Hopefully we see you back up here and run it again the rest of this weekend. On deck is going to be 1462. That's Alexandra Wolf and her 2021 Mini Cooper. She's been chasing 150 mile an hour speed this weekend, and by Jove, she's already hit it. Her best speed so far today is a 150.0. Let's see if she can bump that number up just a little bit more. All right, looks like that Mini Cooper did a 108 in the quarter and a 129.3 at the half. And 147.9. All right, on the line is vehicle number 1999. That's going to be piloted by Jeff Sweeney. That's going to be a blue 2011 Ford Shelby GT500. I don't know about you folks, but I'm going to guess that's not stock. All right, that Shelby GT500 is on track and moving. Looks like he's about to exit the quarter-mile speed trap at a 97.2. All right, folks, looks like that Shelby's having a little bit of a mechanical issue. But once we get the track clear, we'll send the next vehicle down the line. All right, vehicle number 6042 is on track. That's Damian Barrett in his silver 2010 Chevrolet Corvette. Looks like Mr. Barrett's best speed of the day is going to be a 175.5. And Mr. Barrett went to the corner at a 123 and a half at a 150.2. And the mile at a 148.9.
Now, if I stopped you completely from running, then you'd be mad. No, I ain't doing that. I'll get him to run.
All right, car 1701 is on track. That's going to be piloted by Wayne Sims. That's a white 2014 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Mr. Sims' best speed so far is a 178.1. I've just received confirmation that we will be shutting down the track at 6 o'clock today, so we got about just over 15 minutes before the track goes cold. So just letting everybody know we will be shutting down at 6 o'clock today. It looks like tomorrow that the track is set to go hot at 9 a.m. Mr. Sims went through the mile at a 180.9. Off the line, we have motorcycle 7150. That's Joey Willite and his black 2019 Aprilia RSB4 factory bike. Looks like that Aprilia is already done a 178.5. Just clocked through the quarter at a 138.7. And the half at a 164.1. And Joey went through the mile at a 177.4. On deck is vehicle number 101. That looks like a Nikolai Smith and a blue 2017 Corvette Grand Sport. While we're waiting on this vehicle to go down the mile, I just want to remind everybody we will be shutting down the track today at 6 p.m. There is going to be a driver's meeting at the start line. Look for the race director up there. And then tomorrow, gates will open at 8:45, and they're anticipating the track going hot at 9 a.m. All right, looks like Mr. Smith went through the quarter at a 138 and a half at a 166. Just exited the mile at a speed of a 160.4. All right, vehicle number 2211 is taken off. That's going to be Brian Rabin in his yellow 2017 Corvette Grand Sport. It looks like Mr. Rabin has already knocked out a 155.3 today. All right, looks like Grand Sport went through the half at a 137.7 and the mile at a 156.4. On deck is vehicle number 30, David Palmer, in his 2009 Corvette ZR1. Looks like Mr. Palmer's done a 188.8 already today. Let's see if the car can go any faster. David Palmer just went through the mile at a 190 even. on track is vehicle number 8653. That's going to be piloted by Nick Dixon. That's going to be an orange 2020 Ford GT500. It looks like this GT's already done a 158.2 for the event. He just went through the quarter at a 124.9 and a half at a 153 even. And just exited the mile at a 175.9. All right, on track is going to be bike 8008. That's going to be Christopher Singer and his 23 CBR 1000 RR. Looks like he did a 122 at the quarter and a 138.1 at the half. And 99.1 at the mile. All right, on deck is vehicle number 81. That's going to be Mike Kaiser and his blue 2024 Chevrolet Corvette. It looks like Mike's already done a 161.1 today. Car number 81 has just made it through the quarter at a 115.2 and a half at a 139.0. And the mile speed at a 159 even. On deck is vehicle number 210. That's going to be Angelique Morris and her white 2020 Ford Mustang GT500. It looks like Angelique's already done a 209.6 today in that particular racecraft. Let's see if she can go any faster. That's a blistering 145.9 at the quarter and a 179.3 at the half. That's possible. She's going to break that 209 number. 210.4. Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations, Miss Morris. right, folks. We want to thank you guys for coming out to the Texas Mile today. We do have a few more minutes before the track shuts down, but I wanted to remind everybody to make sure you go up to registration and you visit the official Texas Mile merchandise table. We actually get your official Texas Mile gear today. We actually have a new shirt for this event, and so I want to make sure that you swing by and pick that up, because while we do have plenty of merchandise, we do have only limited numbers of sizes available, and we'd hate to sell out all of the sizes of the stuff that you want. So don't put it off too long. Make sure you swing by the registration and pick up the merchandise for the official Texas Mile. We also like to give a final shout out today of all of our sponsors. That's going to be Motorcycle Mission, LTV Fab Works, and Flying Fox Racing, who are the title sponsors for this event. Diamond sponsors are Cummings Welding and Equipment. Platinum sponsors are going to be Chris's Marine and ACR Services. Bronze sponsor is going to be PLC Construction. We're also sponsored by Cameron Equipment, Bob's Auto Express Shop, All American Motorsports. Silver sponsor is going to be M2K Motorsports. CWT Construction. One of my personal favorites is Some Guy Named Jerry. We're also sponsored by Direct Staging and Seating, L&F Distributors, Houston Motorcycle Exchange, The Trailer Place, G-Tech 360, Revin Racing, Victoria Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Riverwood Racing. Thanks everybody for all you do for helping us come out and help put on the Texas Mile. Without your sponsorship, none of this would be possible, so we are very appreciative. Thanks a bunch. All right, folks, we're in the final couple minutes of today's Friday's event. Just remind everybody that the track will go cold at 6 o'clock. The gates for tomorrow will open up at 8 for spectators. We'll open up at 8:45, and the track is scheduled to go hot at 9 a.m. So please make sure you come back again tomorrow and join us for even more impressive speeds on some of these amazing racecrafts. For those of you who've never been out here before, generally the higher speeds on the racecrafts are done in the morning when the air is cooler and the wind is a little less. So what you'll see is throughout the day, people will really be gunning for those first runs in the morning. So make sure you're here on time so you don't miss any of the amazing excitement speeds that are put up here by some of these amazing machines. right, folks, we got one more taker for the day. Vehicle number 81 is going down the mile. That's going to be Mike Kaiser on his 2024 Chevrolet Corvette. I think Mr. Kaiser has already done a 161.1. He just went through the quarter at a 115.4. And a 138.8 at the half, and just went through the mile at a 157.6. All right, folks, we got vehicle 888 taking off on the line. That's going to be a 2008 Chevrolet Corvette Z06, piloted by Jim Masur. All right, it looks like he did a 135 at the quarter and a 162.9 at the half. And he went through the mile at a 183.4. Vehicle number 64 is taking off the line. That's going to be Bob LaPole in his gray 1964 Pontiac GTO. He's also one of the sponsors of the event, Bob's Auto Express Shop, based out of Spring, Texas. I don't know about you folks, but that's just one good-looking Pontiac GTO. He already did a 140 even at the quarter mile. and a 169.2. That is one fast GTO. This hit a 191.7. Impressive speed out of a 61-year-old vehicle. Alrighty, and that's all she wrote for the day, folks. Make sure you come back out and see us on day 2 of the October 2024 Texas Mile. Thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all out here tomorrow. Good night.